Well, good morning. Here I am on the train. It's only 20 past 5 in the morning at Novogorica train station. I'm in for a good old challenge today. I've got about a 3-hour trip in front of me on the train, or a bit over 2 hours on the train to a place called Jesenice. And then I've got to catch a bus for about another hour to a place called Ratatici. I'll mess those names up, I know I have. Anyway, they're right up the top of north of Slovenia. Then I've got about a 3-hour hike up to where the tri-border is of Italy, Slovenia and Austria. Now the town Ratatici, I think it's called, I know I've got it wrong, but anyway, is at about 800 metres above sea level, and the tri-border up in the mountains is at about, oh, it's over 1500 anyway, so it's going to be a good old hike. And yeah, it's supposed to take about 3 hours from the town to get up to the top. So anyway, I'm going to give it a go, and come along and join me, and stay tuned. So here we go, I've made it to this town of, I think it's pronounced Jesenice, and it is magnificent in the mountains here. It's unbelievable. If you can look around behind me there, they probably don't look that high on the camera, but believe me, they're high. And anyway, I've now got to try and find a bus stop and head on to a town called Ratatici or something like that. Radica, I think they say. There's a train just going off behind me, probably can't hear me now, so I better sign off and find the bus. Yes, I'm just here at the bus stop in Jesenice, I think. Anyway, I keep pronouncing them wrong. And just looking down the main street there behind me, that is an unbelievable view, it really is. It's absolutely incredible. I've got to catch the bus that way. I've actually got my 2 trusty walking sticks with me as well. So I don't know how I'm going to go walking up that big hill, but anyway, if I can make it, I'll be wrapped. But then I'll have to get down. But I've got about I think a 700 metre climb, as in altitude. So it should take me about 3 hours to get up the top once I get this bus, hopefully. Okay, we'll see you on board. Okay, so I've made it to the small town of Ratatici, I think it's called. And what a bus ride, I tell you what, the views were unbelievable of the mountains. There they are behind me, the Julian Alps. And now I've got to find where this trek starts. Got a big climb to the top, might take me 3 hours or so to get up there to about 1500 metres and about 800 metres here. And to the tri-border of Slovenia, Austria and Italy. So anyway, I'll find the track, and I'll let you know when we're on the way up. Okay, I'm going to start the walk now. Got the beautiful town of Radica behind me, and it really is beautiful. You have a look at that, the colours and all that right through the whole town. Really great. Anyway, it's going to be a pretty long walk. It says about 2 hours, 870 metres in elevation, it says here, so geez, I don't know. I'll give it a go. It's going to be, I don't think I've ever done anything like that before, but I think it's 18 kilometres to the top. So anyway, that's what the sign says, so I'm going to give it a go. One thing, it's well signposted. This Tromager is where I'm going. I'm trying to get out of town, and there's these signs all the way, so hopefully they go all the way to the top of the mountain as well. So anyway, let's keep going. So here we go, I've left the town of Radici, and straight away I'm in thick forest. Now, I was just doing a few calculations in my head. Can't be 18 kilometres to the top. It's going to take me a bit over 2 hours. That doesn't make sense. Must have something to do with a trail or something like that. But it is steep. Like I said, I've got an elevation climb of 700 and something metres. And just keep following this path up. And if they say there is a shortcut, I am definitely going to take it. Okay, we'll keep going. I'll just show you this. My cousin gave me these walking sticks, and they're made of titanium or something. They're like a $1,000 golf club without the head on the end. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't make it up here without them. It is steep and hard, and yeah, and with all the rocks on the path. So anyway, I'll keep plodding on. I haven't seen a sign of any border yet, and geez, I tell you what, that's steep. But anyway, I'll looking up through there. You probably can't see it on the camera. I'll keep plodding on. So here I am at the fork in the road. You can see the sign there, Tromia, the red one. Hour and 15 by car. I don't know, I think that's elevation 1,000 metres at the moment. And then Tromia by foot off to the path there. So I'm going to take that path. Okie doke, so there we go. So now I'm right off the beaten track now, right in the forest. Getting up pretty high now, and it's pretty steep, but it's not a bad path. But thick forest and a drop down there. Jeez, I don't know how far that is down there, but it's a long drop. Probably can't tell on the camera how far that is down there, but it's a long way. Anyway, I haven't seen any border posts yet, so I must have a fair way to go. I'll get my breath back a bit, and probably only about 18 degrees up here, I think, but I'm sweating like you wouldn't believe. It is humid and steep. So anyway, I'm going to keep marching on, hopefully get to the top sooner or later. Oh. I've come to a bit of a clearing here. There's an old building here, I don't know, it might be, I mean there's nothing in there, it's bugger all. And as you can see, the doors and the timber there, they're all nearly rotted away. Whether it's a bit of salvation if you come up here in the winter when there's snow, it's just a hut to keep you out of it. But there's nothing in there at the moment. And it's got a long way to go to the top. So I just saw a tower up there where apparently the top is. And there's probably another, oh geez, wouldn't even be halfway yet, and I'm buggered already. But I'll keep plodding on. There's another hut there in this little clearing. Doesn't look like anyone's been in there for a while. It's actually a tree that's fallen on the roof, and no sign of life there. But you see the thick forest behind it. Geez, unreal. Anyway, there's no one out here to give me a nice cold drink and a wet sponge to wipe my face. So I'll just keep plodding on. So I've made it to this spot. It's telling me I'm 45 minutes to the top. When you look up there, I don't know if you can see through there, it is steep, it's unbelievable. So 45 minutes isn't too bad. Keep plodding on. Get something to eat and drink at the top, and the views up there. So it was pretty clear sky. So hopefully we get beautiful views down into Austria and over to Italy and back into Slovenia. Now, I know I keep on saying it, but it has to be seen to be believed, that path, how steep it is through there. And I've got my first sign of the border, the Italian border, through there. You can just see there's a post through there. So that's the Italian border and the Slovenian border. So anyway, that's one accomplishment anyway. So I'll keep plodding on. And there we are, right up against the border now. And so that actually goes up in a straight line straight up there, where I'm actually heading that way. But I'll probably join a join it up again somewhere. Anyway, it's good to be on the border. There's people who know me. I love the borders, so I'll keep marching on. Now, I know I keep saying it, but have a look at this. I mean, that is so unbelievably steep up there. But I'm determined to get to the top. It's probably the hardest walk I've ever done in my life. Can't believe how steep it is. And I've said it more than once. And, geez, my heart rate must be about 300 beats a minute at the moment. It is going. But anyway, whew, I'll keep marching on. Righto, I'm still alive. Oh, geez, I tell you what. Have a look at that view behind me. That is unbelievable. And I tell you what, it makes it worth it. It really does. Oh, geez, that's incredible, that view. Absolutely love it. But it's the hardest walk I've ever done in my life, honestly. It is steep. Actually, my legs aren't too bad. My legs are coping with it. The old lungs. I've never smoked in my life, but my lungs are bursting. Tell you what, it's just the steepness of it. But we've come up a long way now. And I've got another... Oh, there we go. Back on the border again. There's a beautiful, beautiful view out there. That'll be the Julian Alps, I suppose. Triglav's probably one of them. So, anyway, I've had my little rest. An excuse to stop and talk, get my breath back a bit. Keep marching on. Alright, I've got to a stage now. I really, honestly, don't know if I can make it to the top. I am absolutely knackered. Like you wouldn't believe. I can't believe how hard it is. I've never done anything like this before in my life, this hard. And my ears are popping. And feel a bit lightheaded. But if I take a few deep breaths every now and then, it helps clear the head. But I'll tell you what, it is, I've probably bitten off more than I can chew this time. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. I can't be that far away, surely. So, anyway, let's hope I get there. There you go, so I finally made it to the top. Didn't think I was going to make it. I've been up here about 15 minutes now and a couple of drinks, something to eat. So I've just recharged the batteries a bit. And here's the white post, which is the actual physical point of the three borders meeting. The Italy, Slovenia and Austria. I can't even do a dance around it. I am absolutely knackered. But I'll show you a few of the views from up here. It is absolutely unbelievable looking down in Austria and over back towards Slovenia. The Italian side is full of trees mainly. Anyway, we'll have a look around. The best I can do is around this post is walk around it 3 times. That's about, or once, to 3 countries. So there we go. There's the, that's the marker. And I made it. It was hard work. So there's a white marker post up there. And we pan around and we look over into Austria. And it's a long way down there. People have come up on a chairlift on the other side. There's a chairlift over there. Goes right down into the valley down there. Down to those towns down in Austria. So you look around towards the Austrian Alps, even more. And then over towards the Italian side. You can't really see in Italy there. But, oh, the view's absolutely spectacular. See for miles into Austria there. And the lakes in the background there. Absolutely magnificent. Worth the pain of getting up here. And here's the mountains on the Slovenian side. As you can see, absolutely unbelievable. The clouds are starting to come over, but you can see a long way. And then looking back over there towards Austria again. But yeah, it's an absolutely unbelievable view. Raptor did it. And as you can see, you've got a few mountain bikers that go down the Austrian side. It's a bit more open and there's a few tracks going down that way. But I've got to head back down the Slovenian way. Hope it's easier than it was coming up, I'll tell you. So in winter, when this is all covered in snow, that's actually a ski run back there behind me. There's a whole heap of others around the other side there too, where the chairlifts go. So yeah, it'd be a completely different vibe up here, I suppose. In winter, everyone would be, instead of being in shorts and t-shirt, everyone would be skiing up, catching the chairlift up and skiing down. Anyway, so that's actually on the tri-border there. I just noticed that's actually post number 1, Republic of Slovenia, Ostrich on that side, and Italy on that side. And as I head down towards Nova Gorica, which is a long way from here, I think they were 13,000 and something. I can't even remember the numbers I was looking at the other day. Anyway, that's number 1, I think. Right, that just about wraps it up from the top of the mountain here, where the 3 borders of Austria, Slovenia and Italy meet up. Going to make the track back down now. Hopefully it's easier than going up. I'm going to get down to the bottom. I'm going to have a nice cold beer, and I'll enjoy it too. So it's going to be pretty steep going down, so I've just got to be careful. Make sure I don't twist an ankle or anything like that. But hopefully the lungs survive a bit easier than what they did on the way up, because honestly I didn't think I was going to make it. So anyway, I'll sign off from here and I'll meet you at the bottom, hopefully. Yeah, so there's another chairlift. You can probably open in winter, I suppose. You get it up here, then you ski back down that way, down the hill. Got the ski runs, and then that's looking in Austria down that way. But yeah, got it, something for everyone up here. The mountain bikers are up here. You got the stuff for the ski season, and the silly buggers like me who are hiking. So anyway, I'll make my way down shortly. So I'm coming down off the mountain. It's a lot easier than going up, believe me. Maybe hard. It's actually harder on the knees and the ankles just going down, but on the breathing it's a lot easier. And I've passed a lot of people coming up, passing me on the way up, and I've spoken to a few of them, and I reckon half of them won't make it. They've had it already, and the worst bit, you've got about 50 switchbacks, I think, just back and forth, up and steep, and you haven't even reached them yet. And anyway, hopefully they do. Good luck to them, because the views are great up there, but getting down's a lot easier. Righto, so I've made it into the town of Retici again, all the way back down. Hard work, but have a look at that view behind me. That is absolutely sensational. Anyway, I'm bloody wrapped. I'm going to find a bar here now and have a nice cold beer. I'll see you in there. Righto, I found a nice bar here in Retici. Nearly finished my beer. I forgot to sign off. So anyway, cheers to that walk. And Retici is a very beautiful town. It's unbelievable. Can't believe how nice it is. It's just the colours and the mountains and everything like that. It is unbelievable. So anyway, I survived the walk up, survived the walk down. I still got about another 3.5 hours to go to catch a bus and a train back to my original destination in St. Peter. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.